Tonight, we will be your hosts for Tens by Teens, the finale!
Okay, we have a ton of amazing shows for you tonight, written, directed, and performed by amazing LT students, many of which have taken the playwriting course at LT, including us too.
See, don't we look like we're about to go to prom and write about it? Well, we have some fun activities for you, the audience, tonight.
Including trivia.
Oh, Sparrow, we should do like a demo so that they know what to expect.
Okay, yeah. I'll do the questions, you can do the answers.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay. What is the name of Daniel Nunez's character in The World Is A? Is it A, Gerald, B, Gary, or C, Daniel Nunez?
It can't be C. I'm gonna say A, Gerald.
That is incorrect. Jayla, aren't you directing that show?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm also directing another show. Okay,
So are all of the directors?
Okay, well, I'm also hosting.
So am I.
Okay, well, I'm also performing a one-woman show tomorrow.
Please, I can do that in my sleep.
Okay, well, show me.
Okay. 12 Angry Men, performed by me. Innocent, guilty, innocent, guilty. Thank you.
You know, that was pretty good. It could use some direction from Lola Padone or someone like that.
Isn't she directing the first show tonight?
Monkey Business by Aiden Dill.
Monkey Business by Aiden Dill, featuring high explosive military grade equipment. Welcome to Generic Zoo Copyright TM, a well-renowned place of fun and entertainment for families of all sizes in the fictional city of Peoria, Illinois. Sporting the 52nd largest and the second most rebellious monkey exhibit in the United States and Canada, these simians are relegated to the back area of the zoo. And while popular on school trips and weekends, on this particular Thursday in July, not many people are passing by. We open to a half-illuminated stage, with stage right being blacked out and stage left being the location of the aforementioned exhibit's entrance. A large open-air archway into the exhibit building is on the edge of the stage leading off of it, with text stamped above it in large black letters reading, Monkey Exhibit. On the far flank of the archway lies stacks upon stacks of wooden crates with vivid imagery of tropical fruits pasted on their sides. Standing in the center of the doorframe is an odd, or perhaps more aptly, suspicious figure. In spite of the day's sweltering heat, this figure is clad head to toe in a massive trench coat and sports a large hat and tinted sunglasses to match. Approaching from stage right onto the illuminated section of the stage is Emmanuel, a young adult male wearing clothing appropriate for the day. He is on a mission to see those monkeys, and this soil-sport body blocker sure as hell isn't going to stop him. As he approaches the entryway and begins looking for a path to bypass this obstacle, the suspicious figure speaks.
No entry. Move along.
What? Why?
Exhibit's closed while Generic Zoo Copyright TM staff do repairs in the exhibits.
But the website said the exhibit would be open.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Shouldn't the exhibit be, like, cordoned off if it was down for maintenance?
There's a lack of cordoning off supplies at Generic Zoo Copyright TM today. I was sent in as a stopgap measure.
Okay, that's some bullcrap.
I assure you, there are no bulls here.
I'm talking to someone about this. What the hell is your name, anyways?
Duh.
Lights on stage left cut out, revealing three figures, Jimbo, Kenya, and Limbo, huddled close together. Jimbo is holding a banana, and Limbo is holding a worn-out sneaker.
What the hell is this guy's deal? Everyone else left after the explanation.
Even the security guard from this morning, which was really weird.
All right, okay. Well, what do we do?
Well, they want a name, right? Give them the name, we can work from there.
Okay, doing that now.
Henry.
What?
My name is Henry. Now tell me your name, as the social contract dictates.
Okay, I'm Emmanuel.
There's a clang, a crash, and the sound of screaming monkeys that's coming from the monkey exhibit.
Fantastic. Now that we're acquainted, you can leave.
No, what? What the hell happened there?
Repairs and maintenance in the generic zoo copyright TM monkey exhibit, of course.
Why did it sound like every simian in the zoo is just down the hall?
Well, you see...
Those goddamn idiots are gonna get us killed!
How hard can it be for those imbeciles to climb a ladder?
The American needs to go.
Weird way of putting it, Limbo. But you have a point. We need to shake this weirdo.
Yeah, alright. You two make a plan. I'll buy you some time.
They are replacing the soundproofed glass in the exhibits. Something must have fallen when the glass was being changed.
Okay, well that does make sense. Still, you don't look like zoo staff.
How so? I'm wearing the clothes of an employee here.
No, you're wearing a trench coat. Zoo employees wear the standard uniform.
Oh.
The double shirt.
Oh.
Yeah, glad we're learning things here. Now move.
No, just because I'm not an employee doesn't mean I'm not supposed to guard this door.
I don't think the zoo would contract people to be a stopgap for the monkey exhibit.
Which is why I'm here, not you.
You know what? I'm just gonna go grab a security officer.
Wait, no, hold on for a minute.
I got an idea.
Make it quick! We're about to get our cover blown!
We knock him out and shove him in an empty banana box so that he can't tell anyone.
Won't someone notice that he went missing at the zoo?
Well, they have to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report, so we have some time.
Thank God. Alright, so wait. How are we even gonna knock him out? We can't just break out of this 3 monkeys in a trench coat routine. It took way too long to set up initially.
Oh, yeah. Limbo said he had a plan for that.
Wait, Limbo, what, you're gonna slap him with your shoe?
I have a hand grenade.
That's nice. What?
Limbo pulls out an M26 hand grenade from the worn sneaker.
Why do you have that?
The war.
He spent most of the planning explaining what a Stato Novo is, but he seems pretty confident in his plan.
Well, when you have a hand grenade, you tend to afford yourself some confidence.
We throw it at his feet and then beat him unconscious while he's distracted.
It sounds pretty good.
Jimbo takes another bite from the banana and is now holding only the banana peel.
Well, it sounds like it might work. Wait, how are we gonna escape the grenade?
Limbo said to trust him on this.
Lord, fine. Get ready.
Would you be interested in a banana?
Did it really take a minute of humming and hawing to yourself to ask me if I wanted a banana?
I don't usually offer people my treasured bananas, you know. Quite a rarity in today's economy.
There's at least 12 boxes labeled tropical bananas right there.
Actually, all those boxes are empty.
Why, don't the monkeys have to eat?
What do you think they're doing?
I thought they were doing maintenance in the exhibit.
Well, you can't do maintenance on an empty stomach.
What?
What?
Wait, are you saying the monkeys are doing maintenance?
The suspicious figure drops the banana peel in front of both of them.
Oh no, a banana peel! How unfortunate would it be to slip on it?
Alright, this is ridiculous. I'm coming through.
Wait!
The suspicious figure grabs the M26 hand grenade and rolls it towards Emmanuel. Emmanuel shifts attention to it in confusion.
God, what now? Wait, what the?
While Emmanuel is distracted, the suspicious figure brings out the worn shoe and strikes at Emmanuel, who crumbles to the floor unconscious. The suspicious figure stares in silence at the grenade on the ground for a few seconds, waiting for it to explode.
Is it gonna go off?
No.
Was it a dud or something?
No, I just didn't pull the pin.
Oh. Forgive me for not believing you, Limbo. Very wise. Now, let's move this guy into the box and be done with all this.
The other monkeys make noises of agreement. As the suspicious figure shakily walks towards Emmanuel before awkwardly staring down directly above him.
So, how are we gonna move him?
We didn't think this far, did we?
No, we did not.
Damn it. Okay, fine. New plan. Let's go get some of the boys to help.
The suspicious figure turns and walks back towards the exhibit, but slips on the banana peel.
Whoa!
The
Going on 30 by Tess Larman. Lights up on the interior of a trailer home. Inside, there is an old couch that is permanently indented with the behinds of the people who sit in it. The room itself is littered with different dirty coffee mugs, magazines, and empty water bottles. Along with the mess, there are piles of clothes, shoes, and a stack of VCR tapes and DVDs. In front of the coffee table, we see Max, age 29, kneeling beside it, scrubbing it with a paper towel and a spray bottle. There are photos and paintings and posters hung from the wall, an Indigo Girls poster next to a baby photo of Max, a tour poster for The Clash beside the framed photo of two young girls running in the sand on a beach. Caroline, age 29, knocks on the door while already opening it and walking inside, holding a stack of large cardboard boxes.
Look at you, Max, cleaning up who's buying this place, the queen.
When the realtor came over, she said, and I quote, "The only money I would spend on this dump is money spent on gasoline and a match." I don't think she quite understands the concepts of a trailer yet, but she'll get there.
Low blow realtor lady. What did the cave ever do to her?
I think it might have burned the inside of her nostrils, for one. I'm glad I'm numb to the smell.
Like those Febreze commercials.
Scent blind.
Exactly. Whatever happened to commercials?
What do you mean?
I feel like I never see commercials anymore, or not catchy ones at least. Marketing companies are losing it. Like, what's the modern age called? 22.
Why should I know? Also, I don't know if it's the marketing company's fault or your fault for not watching cable.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, Max, do you watch cable?
Yeah?
Why? That's such a waste of money. There's nothing good on cable TV.
Sure there is.
Like what?
Well, there's all those 911 shows. 911 Chicago, 911 LA, 911 Vegas. You know, The Wire is cable TV.
The Wire was cable TV. You can watch it on HBO Max
Well,
now.
I don't have HBO Max.
You don't have HBO Max? How do you watch anything?
Cable! What is so hard to understand here? I can't afford all those streaming services.
Cable is significantly more expensive than any streaming service.
Well, I'm not giving up MSNBC for some Netflix original series about 25-year-old teenagers who look like prostitutes.
I don't think you have the right to complain about 25-year-old teenagers when you have 3 different copies of Grease. Why do you need so many copies of Grease?
Well, when my VCR breaks, I need another way to watch Grease.
I don't think you understand. Why do you have 3 different copies of Grease? If you're going to have multiple copies of things, why not have multiple copies of 13 going on 30? God, now that's a good movie.
Caroline opens the DVD case and a piece of paper falls out.
What's that?
Well, it must be important because it's written on the back of my old math homework.
Oh yeah, only the most important documents are written while learning proportional relationship quiz review.
Oh, middle school math class. What a time.
Mr. Summers wanted to rip my head off and feed it to his cat.
I wonder how we did on the quiz.
Well, probably not very good if instead of reviewing proportional relationships, we were writing notes to each other.
Or maybe we understood proportional relationships so we didn't have to review it.
Stellar argument. I love your thinking, Caroline. Well, it was so important that it distracted us from learning the oh-so-important life skills one learns in a 7th grade math class.
Dear future Max and Caroline, it's us, past Max and Caroline. We are writing this to make sure that you do what we want you to do. We, past Max and Caroline, have been talking about our future and have come to a decision. If neither of us can find a suitable husband before the age of 30, we must marry each other. Signed, Max and Caroline. God, I never knew we put that agreement onto paper.
Weren't we official? I'm surprised we didn't get a lawyer to make it binding.
I mean, we kind of had to be official. This is like the defining moment of our friendship.
You think so?
Well, yeah. What do I tell you after another douche breaks up with you?
Just
wait till we're 30. See? Can't believe we're going to have to start planning our wedding soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, unless you find a suitable husband in the next, 2 months? We'll be 30 and single. The rest is history.
Are you being serious?
Yeah? I'm not backing down on a 20-year agreement, are you?
I don't know. What about Johnny?
Are you being serious? I'm pretty sure Johnny is allergic to commitment. Doesn't sound like husband material to me.
He is not allergic to commitment. You're being dramatic.
He isn't? You guys have been dating for 8 months, and when did he ask you to move into his literal mansion? Oh,
A
right.
month
He
ago.
hasn't. What?
Johnny asked me to move in with him last month. That's where I'm moving.
You're moving in with Johnny?
Yeah, we've been dating for 8 months.
I know, but you're moving in with Johnny?
I love him.
In the way you love a puppy running into a wall, not the way you love a husband.
Why would you know the way I love my boyfriend?
Because I know you. Because I know you better than you know yourself, and you know me better than I know myself.
Caroline, we're our own people. We don't exist to be each other's friends.
Sure we do.
That's not how friends work.
But that's how we work. We're different. We're Max and Caroline. We're best friends.
Of course we are, but what do you expect me to say? No, Johnny, I don't want to move into your 5-bedroom, 4-bath house with heated floors and a movie room. No, I would much rather live in my childhood trailer for the rest of my life.
What's wrong with the trailer? At least you own the trailer and don't have to pay rent.
Yes, I do. I have to pay the park. You know, of course you wouldn't understand.
What's that mean?
You've just lived your whole life as upper middle class.
What? And you think Johnny would understand more than me?
He doesn't have to understand.
He doesn't have to, but he should.
Why? Why should he understand?
If he really wants to marry you, then he would put in an effort to understand who you are and how you grew up and lived. He should want to know everything about you, everything that's ever happened to you. He should be jealous that you get to hear your thoughts, and he should be here. He should be helping you pack.
He's busy right now.
He shouldn't let anything stop him from being with you. You should be the one making him busy.
Did Johnny do something wrong?
No, but he sure as hell didn't do anything right. He's given the bare minimum for the past 8 months. He should be going above and beyond, and he should want to do that. He should want to love you, you know? Like he wants to love you and show you. He wants you to know how much he loves you, because that's what makes him happy. Your happiness is the thing he is always looking for and wanting. No one else should matter to him. No one should come close to you. I need to leave.
No, you don't. You are going to stay here and answer me.
Why?
Because you just monologued at me?
I'm sorry about that.
No, don't be. Just be honest with me.
Always.
Okay, I have to get this out of the way right now. Is any of this about Johnny?
Yes. And no.
What do you mean?
It's not about Johnny as a person. It's about the idea of Johnny. That's pretentious. Sorry. It's the fact that you can do so much better and you deserve so much better.
You know, you deserve good things too, Care.
I know that.
Do you, though? I mean, there's so many amazing girls who've tried to get with you, and every time you shut them down. You have to allow yourself to have good things.
You're making me sound much better than I am.
How?
I'm not turning those girls down because I think they're too good for me. I'm turning them down because they aren't good enough.
How are they not good enough? They're all nice and fun and super hot.
They aren't you. Why would I date anyone else when I know I could just turn 30 and marry the perfect girl?
You. Me. All this time?
The whole time.
Screw you.
What?
Screw you for taking the easy way out. I've spent all this time trying to find someone who I could marry so that you wouldn't have to marry someone you didn't love, so that you wouldn't have to marry me, even if it meant I got to marry you. I couldn't bear the idea of you not being happy. I spent the past, 18, 19 years trying to find anyone who could maybe compare to you.
You know, I have a king bed in my room, and I have cable TV, and an emergency DVD of Grease in case
The VCR breaks.
End of play.
Tarantulas by Michaela Coleman. Jackie, 18, and Victor, 17, sit together in the otherwise empty cafe where Jackie works. It's a small building in the heart of a small city in Wisconsin. She lives there with her father, Harold, 47, in one of the apartments above, but apart from her part-time job, her family doesn't own or have much to do with running the cafe. The entire coffee shop is decorated with chicory flowers. The light blue blossoms are painted on the walls and windows, drawn on the chalkboard, and fill vases on the counters and tables. There is a small TV in the corner of the cafe broadcasting the local news, with the volume on. Victor looks intimidating, and a little older than he really is, with long, slightly unkempt hair tied back, jeans, and an old wrestling letterman jacket. He has a prominent scar on his face and can only see out of one eye. A pair of sunglasses lay on the table next to him. Jackie sits across from him, dressed in cargo pants and a black tank top. Her long curly hair is dyed pink.
So what did you do to get fired?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, I want to know.
Tell me, was it something fun?
No, I didn't do anything. Someone told my manager I shouldn't be fixing phones. Something about depth perception? I don't know. They moved me to the register. Customers started complaining I was too quiet, too moody, so I was let go.
Oh, well, that's stupid. At least you have more free time now.
I've worked there since I was 14. I don't care about free time. I care about money.
Just go ask for it back if you need it so much. What's your manager's name? Philip. Phil's seen you work. He knows you can do your job.
That's not how it works.
You could beat him up. Even if it doesn't work, it might make you feel better.
No. What am I supposed to do? My dad's pissed. That money wasn't just mine. It helped with rent, groceries.
Why doesn't your sister get a job?
She's 12. Besides, I can't do that to her. She shouldn't have to worry about that. Look, I've asked around, applied for jobs at some other places around here. Just no luck.
Well, yeah, you look like a cartoon villain or some edgy kid's OC.
You're not helping.
If you need money so badly, why don't you just steal it?
People will notice. Where am I supposed to say I'm getting it from?
Fine, if you want to be boring. I could ask Harold to give you money.
I can't take charity. My dad won't let me. Are they still hiring here?
Only full-time now.
Damn.
At least let me talk to Harold. I'm sure he can find something for you to do.
Jack, your dad's a cop. What is he supposed to do?
Give you a job?
What? Someone's just supposed to walk into the station and go, "Hi, Mr. Officer. I'm an unqualified teenager with anger issues. Please give me a gun and a badge. Pretty please."
Not as a cop, dumbass. Like a secretary or some shit.
A secretary?
Sure, why not? He was complaining the other night about how they're so swamped with the Nihil case. They need someone to keep paperwork, grab donuts, shit like that. I'll stay out of your way. He likes you. He'll help you as long as you don't say anything stupid.
Look, I don't know. I mean, me hanging around a police station all day with the stuff we get up to, it's like begging for someone to catch on and arrest us.
Jackie stands up, already walking to the door.
He's upstairs. I'll go get him.
No, Jackie, please come back. Bad idea.
Jackie exits, leaving Victor alone in the cafe. He eventually notices the TV in the corner with the news turned on. He turns up the volume and flops back into the chair.
Police are still baffled by the tragic loss of local team Carter Jones, and recent evidence only adds further questions. With the new knowledge that the unusual documents found at the scene all contain accounts of alleged crimes committed by the young victim, including but not limited to the death of Crystal Williams from an accident earlier this year, people must beg the question, who is the mysterious Gabriel Nihil that signed these accusatory papers? And is he a deranged killer, an agent of justice, or something else entirely? I'm here with
Victor quickly sits up, turns the TV volume back off, and puts his sunglasses on, hiding the worst of the scars on the bad eye as Harold enters. Jackie stands behind him, but grins at Victor, and puts her hands up in a gesture that says, "You're on your own now," and turns around exiting.
So, my daughter tells me you're looking for a job.
Yes.
She seems to think you would do well as a police secretary, if I remember correctly.
It was her idea. I mean, is there even a position like that?
We'll see. Usually what she described would be part of an officer's job, but we are spread pretty thin.
Harold sits down across from Victor.
Why did you lose your last job?
My sight got in the way. My manager decided I couldn't do my job anymore. I haven't been able to find a new one. I've looked, but it's harder than it used to be for me.
I understand. You know, Jackie's grades have gotten a lot better since you two became friends. Not great, but better.
I help her. Nothing official, like through the school or anything, but I try.
Do you plan on going into teaching?
No, I wanted to do engineering, but for a long time, but I've been reconsidering since the summer. Law, maybe? I'm really not sure.
Harold notices the story on the news.
Damn reporters. They think they're doing my own job better than me.
You don't think it's a vigilante?
Whoever did it thinks it was justified. But it's just so awful to do that to a kid. Such a brutal crime. You were close with Carter, right? His parents mentioned you a lot. Said you two had fallen out.
Yeah, it was after Crystal. We had different ways of handling it. I didn't believe it was an accident. At least, not entirely. She never drove drunk. It just wasn't like her. I tried to investigate, called around, and talked to some other people who were there that night. Nothing really came of it, but Carter and I got into a fight after I told him what I was doing. He thought it was stupid playing detective. I hadn't been talking to him for about a month when he died.
A month? You stopped talking to him around the same time as your own injury.
Yes, that's true.
Do you believe what they're saying on the news? Do you think he killed her?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. You were asking about a job, right?
Yes, sir.
I did mention that I was considering hiring some sort of secretary or an assistant to Jacqueline a few days ago. We need one. Of course, if you were to be hired, you wouldn't be seeing any confidential information, only the busy work, small errands, just the stuff we can't handle. You understand?
I understand.
And would your parents be all right with you in such a high-stress environment? It wouldn't interfere with school?
Yeah, they'll be happy with any job.
And if I happen to call Keith and Diana later today, they'll back that up?
Yes, of course.
I'll see what I can do. At the very least, I'll ask around and see if anyone I know is hiring or knows someone who is.
Thanks so much, Mr. Holland. I really appreciate it.
Is that Keith's old jacket?
It is.
The Tarantulas, right? I remember his old team. I used to have some buddies on it. He was good back in the day. An asshole, but a good fighter.
He's still an asshole.
I'm not surprised.
I've been told I'm a lot like him. At least the way he was at my age, at least.
You're not. You're a good kid, Vic. You're a good influence on Jackie, and that's more than I could ask for. I'll see what I can do about that job.
Thank you.
Speaking of that, why don't you go find her? I think she went upstairs after coming to ask me to talk to you.
I'll do that. Thank you again, Mr. Holland, even if it doesn't work out.
Harold nods to him as Victor exits. He turns his attention back to the small TV in the corner. The news is still covering the Nile case. Frowning, Harold picks up the remote to turn the volume back on, but keeps it fairly low. He sits in the chair quietly, thinking to himself as the coverage drones on. End of play.
Adventure Calls by Brendan Blaber. We are deep in the Amazon jungle where we see Sir James Rigby Allister III, a thin, uppity British biologist with a pencil-thin mustache and various man bags filled with binoculars and maps. He is searching through the underbrush, carefully overturning each leaf, examining it, and then replacing it as if it would break should he put it back wrong. He overturns a few more leaves in profound silence, and a bird call is heard from the canopy above.
Oh my, that sounds like...
He takes out a notebook from one of his bags and begins to sketch the bird, jotting down its whereabouts and call.
The rare blue-bellied macaw has a beautiful song, which can be recognized by the fluctuations in pitch in the middle of its call. It only uses this call during its mating season. The macaw is a bit vain, and it likes to be heard, so will only sing when it is absolutely quiet.
Suddenly, Brock Rockman, a large man in a brown fedora wielding a machete, charges through the bushes, swinging his weapon and cutting through the jungle.
Oh, hey there! I wasn't expecting to find another adventurer out here in the middle of the Amazon jungle. Say, you've got one of them safari hats on, and a map. Are you by chance a fellow adventurer? Pleased to meet you. My name is Brock Rockman, adventurer extraordinaire. But okay? Shush.
You must be quiet.
Huh?
You've got to be quiet. Please, I can't have any noise out here.
Why's that?
Alistair brings Brock down to the jungle floor with them, hiding themselves.
I am searching for a rare creature that may live in this area of the jungle. I've been tracking it for months.
Is it a dragon?
What? A dragon? Of course not, don't be foolish. The creature I am searching for is a rare jungle cat known as the spotted puffbreast.
The spotted what?
Puffbreast. The spotted puffbreast. And if you make any more noise, you'll drive them all away.
Well, that is a silly name for a creature.
You mean you've never heard of it before?
No.
Then why are you out here? Are you an intern? Did you wander off from base camp?
Base camp? Oh, no. No. I'm not from your expedition. I'm here on my own.
What do you mean, here on your own?
Well, I'm searching for something too. La Ciudad Fantasma. It's an ancient city built by the indigenous people of the Amazon, and I'm sure of its existence. Nobody back home believed me, of course. The funding would be ridiculous, they said. Google Earth shows nothing in that part of the jungle, they said. But you know what I did? I saved up enough money to rent a one-man stunt plane, packed my bags, took off from an airport in Maine, and wham! Here I am.
You flew to the Amazon jungle from Maine?
All without a pilot's license, too. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. I didn't introduce myself, did I?
You did, actually. Rather loudly, I might
I'm
add.
Brock Rockman, adventurer extraordinaire. And who might you be?
Alistair. Sir James Rigby Alistair the Third.
Ooh, fancy. Sir Rigby Alistair, I like it.
Sir James Rigby Alistair the Third.
I've always wanted to be out here on a real adventure, and now I'm living the dream. It's almost too much to take in at once. I've been trying to do it right, you know, setting up campfires, using natural tools as knives, eating snakes.
You ate a snake?
I've been eating pretty much everything. I mean, I don't want to miss out on any adventure. I ate a snake, some berries, some ferns, a bullfrog. Bullfrog did not taste too good.
I beg your pardon, but is that wise? What if you went and ate something poisonous?
Oh, come on, Riggs. You act like I didn't prepare for this at all. I know what I'm doing here.
I'm sorry. Did you just call me Riggs?
Yeah, you know, Riggs. Like Rigby. It's your new nickname. If we're gonna adventure together, we've got to have cool nicknames for each other.
Beg pardon?
Yeah, you and me. Rigby and Rockman. Oh, it's got a nice ring to it. Adventurers got to help each other out here. That's what's so great about being an adventurer. So anyway, I was thinking first we'd head that away and maybe take a look around. By my accounts, La Ciudad Fantasma should be around here somewhere.
Well, if you knew the location of the city, then why didn't you fly your plane over there?
Yeah, well, I may have crashed said plane into the canopy about a mile that away. Well, come on now. La Ciudad Fantasma is not going to discover itself.
Fantasma?
That's right. La Ciudad Fantasma. It means the fantastic city. Ain't it grand?
My good man, I don't think fantasma means fantastic. You see, I know a bit of Spanish myself.
Oh, come on, Riggs. Discovery awaits.
Now just hold on there, chap. I am no adventurer. I'm a biologist. A world-renowned biologist, but a biologist no less. I'm afraid all this adventuring business just doesn't suit me. You, however, seem to be quite content with it. So, if you'd be so kind as to just be on your way, then I could continue with my search for the spotted puffbreast in peace. So if you don't mind...
What are you talking about, Riggs? Heck, you're out here in the middle of the dangerous jungle, all alone, in search of a rare creature with only your stupid mustache by your side. I'd say that is an adventure right there.
Now, really, chap, you're bigging it up a bit there.
I've got it. I'll hold off on my adventure for a while and help you with yours.
Oh, that's really not necessary.
Nonsense! Ha!
Okay. If you promise to be quiet, you can help me out.
So, what do we do?
All right, well, first, I'm going to put some bait out.
Alistair sets a bone down in the middle of the clearing.
Now we go back into the bushes, like so, and very quietly settle ourselves.
They do.
And now we wait.
You know, there was this...
The spotted puffbreast will be here any minute now.
This is no way to catch a beast. We've got to get out there and find it. What's this thing look like? I'll find it faster than you can say its goofy name again.
The spotted puff breast cannot be caught by such means.
Oh, come on, Riggs. What does it look like?
Well, it's a jungle cat with sleek dark fur and yellow spots. And on its breast is a magnificent puff of white fur, like this.
You know what? I think I ate something like that earlier.
What?
Yeah, now that I think about it, I definitely ate something along those lines a few minutes after my plane crashed. This big cat with this big poofy on its chest jumped me from the trees and started attacking me, so I killed it with my machete. And then I ate it because, well, why let good food go to waste? I thought it looked pretty cool, so I kept a trophy. Do you want to see?
Brock removes a large white poof of fur from his pocket and gazes at it.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Hey, you okay, Riggs? You look a little upset there. Oh, did you want to hold it?
Brock walks over to Alistair and attempts to give him the puff, but Alistair does not move. Brock thinks for a moment, then he places the puff on Alistair's breast. Brock walks back a few feet and admires his positioning.
Hey, you look pretty good, Riggs.
You baboon!
Riggs?
You have taken the puff of the breast of the spotted puff breast!
What are you getting so mad about, Riggs?
He rips the puff off of himself and throws it to the ground.
And stop calling me Riggs, you boob! I am not an adventurer! You are most certainly not an adventurer! You are a big lummox! I am a world-class biologist! You are an oaf who crashes planes into the jungle! And now you are a big oaf who is alone! I'm heading back to base camp! Good day to you, sir!
Hey, you're headed off towards La Ciudad Fantasma. Does that mean you're still up for our little buddy quest?
Phantasma means phantom, you idiot! You are searching for a city whose name itself implies that it does not exist!
Riggs. Riggs, wait up! Is this about me eating the poof nest? This is about me eating the poof nest, isn't it?
Stop following me!
Oh, Riggs, come back! You can't adventure alone! Slow down!
End of play.
That was absolutely incredible.
What are you doing?
I was inspired by Sabrina's accent in Adventure Calls.
Sabrina, what are your thoughts on Sparrow's accent?
I think it was quite lovely.
Oh.
But I might not be the judge of that.
Okay, well, before this gets really offensive, we'd like to say this was a great couple of shows so far, wasn't it?
Now we would like to introduce the producer of our show, Mr. Keller, who is probably regretting letting us come on stage and host tonight.
If you're in the audience and you were in ever a production of Tens by Teens in any capacity, would you please stand up? Involved. So, I kept in touch with several of these people. Courtney, when did you take playwriting?
In the inaugural class in 2008.
And Merle, and the two of you work in the show? Ian last year? And previously? And I can't see the face back there. Sorry. Who is it? Hi, Matt. Sorry. Hi, Matt. Well, you were in playing the car, right? Okay. What was it called? I'm sorry. 16, 17, 18. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all for coming back. So, as you see, this is my last, and I'm trying something new. And if any of you have ever seen something called In and of Itself, I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight. Anybody in this audience that fancy themselves a writer of any kind, poetry, prose, anything, just raise your hand. Okay. I need a volunteer. Okay. Are you willing to come back tomorrow? Yeah. Is there anybody that can come back tomorrow? Can you? Come on up. You weren't a plant, right? Okay.
This is my dad.
Oh my God! Thank you for loaning Sparrow to. We'll return Sparrow safe and sound. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do.
Okay.
Tonight, I'm going to give you this blank book, and all I want you to do tonight is write whatever your thoughts are on this evening's performance.
Oh, awesome.
You're going to come back. You'll share whatever you like with them, and then you will be our Mr. Tomorrow. But actually, tomorrow you will be our Mr. Yesterday. We will find somebody else to add to the book, and it will become some reflections for them, because we really don't know sometimes what audiences truly think of the show. You can write play, you can write puzzles, you can put in photographs, cartoons, anything. It is entirely up to you.
I'm not very creative.
Then, you know what? I think you know somebody that is. All right. Thank you very much.
You.
Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, this next show's gonna hit a little too close to home, but
Are you okay? What's going on?
yeah, I'm fine. It was just a little bit of marital issues.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure, if you want me to. So about a year ago, I was on Instagram and I got a DM from Justin Timberlake 4242, right? And I knew he was the one as soon as I saw his profile picture. And I texted him and I was like, hey, we mingled and then we got married on Instagram Live, right? And then the conversation got weird at some point and he was like, hey, we should go to Florida. I was like, okay, Florida's weird. So I dropped $500 on tickets, and then he went to Florida without me.
Oh, Shayla, it sounds like you got catfish.
I don't think that's
Newlyweds by Maddox McDonald.
Newlyweds by Maddox McDonald. Mary, in a full wedding gown covered in a black tuxedo coat, busts into her bedroom in James's arms, who adorns the rest of his classic tuxedo.
In the egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, and the bird in the egg, and the egg, and the bird, and the bird, and the nest, and the nest, and the limb, and the limb, and the branch, and the branch, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the bog, down in the valley.
He sets her down, they dance enthusiastically, spinning and laughing.
Ho, row, the rattling bog, down in the valley.
They kiss and hold each
Oh,
other.
I need to get out of these heels.
Do you love me, Mary?
I love you, James.
Can you believe we did it? We're really married.
Who, you and I?
The very same.
Mary Sullivan and James Bernard. No.
Those two? No, but Mary Bernard and James Bernard. I think those two will make it.
They kiss.
Now, let me get my shoes off or I'll divorce you.
He breaks away enthusiastically as she sits on the bed to take her heels off.
I'm married. I married the love of my life today.
You leave the building.
I've got the right. I got married today.
Oh, you did? I couldn't quite hear you.
Besides, I'm trying to make old Godfried upstairs jealous. And if you didn't get an invite, take it personally.
You know, I married my love today too, but I don't feel the need to scream about it at
Checking her phone.
2:13 a.m. on a Sunday.
She throws her phone on the bed. He sits down with her.
Well, you just married me, which is not nearly as exciting as me marrying you. You understand?
It is too.
Have I told you how beautiful you look today?
You have.
No, I mean today, Sunday, past midnight.
You have.
But right now, in this lighting, in our home, you're in your wedding gown, you're in our bed, you're glowing. It's like you're pregnant.
I look pregnant.
Well, sure. No. Not pregnant, but glowing like a. Well, you're glowing.
Well, I'll take a picture. It'll last longer.
I'll do that. Sure I will. Where's my phone?
He hops out of bed, then pauses, disoriented, dizzy.
You all right?
Yeah, I think I just forgot to take my low iron pills in all the excitement. But where's my phone anyway?
He begins searching for it in his pockets, on the cupboards, everywhere.
Let me know when you find it.
Mary walks to the bathroom as James picks up Mary's phone from the bed.
Oh, here it is. Oh wait, no, this is yours.
Well, where's yours?
Here's another congrats text.
Oh, who's it from?
Say, do you have any friends in another time zone? Perhaps Singapore or India?
I don't think so. Why?
Who's sending congrats at 2 a.m.?
I don't know. Can you, see who it's from?
It's Chris X? I don't...
Mary, with the back of her dress unzipped, bolts to the phone, snatching it away.
What was that?
Chris X? Why?
Oh! Yes, Chris. He's a friend from work.
Oh,
Just
okay.
friend from work is all.
Why didn't you invite him?
To our wedding? Well, he's in India, right? Like I said, he's on, vacation with his wife, so he couldn't make it. Forgot.
Well, tell him I say, have a nice trip.
Yeah, I will. Sure. I will.
But for now, sit down. Just let me get the picture on your phone.
James, I'm half out of my dress. Do we have to?
You only get married once.
Yes, you're right.
She hands it to him. He snatches it and preps the photo, a director's eye.
All right, just make sure I look good.
You don't need me to make you look good. But all right, lean a little to the left. And cheese.
Cheese.
Thank you very much. That'll be $18.50.
Satisfied?
I'll say.
Mary reaches to grab her phone from James, but he walks away.
James, my phone.
I'll plug it in for you.
Okay, thanks, hon.
On her way to the bathroom, she peers over her shoulder. James is plugging in her phone by the bed. James then looks over his shoulder to see Mary closing the door. He begins frantically looking through the phone.
Now, why would she delete her entire text history? Who are you, Chris X?
He unplugs her phone and bolts over to a small laptop on a desk, opening it up. He goes on LinkedIn and begins typing.
702-492-0385.
James finds him. He scrolls, looking over his profile and eventually finding a mind-altering photo. James steams out of the room, throwing the door shut.
James? What was that?
She turns and sees his open computer. He knows.
Oh, no. No. James, look.
She walks towards the door and reaches for the handle, but just as she's about to grab hold, it swings open as James flies back in with a vengeance.
A friend from work? Is that who he is? Is he Chris X? And he's in India, too, of course. With his wife. Or, no, not with his wife, is he? Because his wife is right here, in my bed. It must be just agonizing being her husband. She's in bed with another man.
You're my husband.
Well, it appears a much less exclusive club than I previously imagined.
You were never, ever supposed to find that out. I mean, really, it meant nothing.
Nothing. Well, I'm so happy to hear that marriage means nothing to you. That really bodes well for the two of us, don't you think?
I just needed my green card after I moved from Canada. That's all.
You're an open book, Mary Sullivan, aren't you?
It's Mary Bernard. No.
An open book. That's what you always said to me. I'm an open book, James. You can read me like a book. Well, I guess you just let me win at poker because you're the bluffer of the century, huh?
No. I'm no good at poker.
This isn't about poker. You lied to me for 4 years. I'm a second husband. I don't want to be a second husband. I want to be your first husband.
I'm sorry.
I want to be your first husband. And it's not so much that you had a husband. That doesn't really bother me. It's that you didn't tell me. For better or worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health. Why didn't you tell me? Really, Mary, why did you hide it from me? What is it? Do you still love him or something?
No, I thought you'd be mad at me.
I am mad at you.
I was embarrassed. So I didn't tell at first, and then it got really deep into the relationships that I couldn't tell you, and it got really out of control, and I'm really, really sorry. It was just for a green card, honestly.
Nice,
and
Mary.
it was COVID. It was COVID. And I just graduated Kenyan, and my student visa was expiring and I was going to have to go back to Ottawa, and he really, really, really liked me. So I married him. That's it. I swear.
Did you love him?
No. No, I didn't.
Did he love you?
I think so. I don't...
Did you tell him you loved him?
Oh, I had to for my green card.
No.
James slowly crumples to the ground. He gets into a ball as small as he can make himself on his side. It's as if he squeezes into himself hard enough, he'll disappear completely.
James, I had to. It didn't mean anything. I love you, really, James. I love you, and I should have told you. I should have just... James, come on, get up.
James begins shaking.
Stop that. Sit up, James. I'm sorry, James. Sit up. You need to breathe. Come on.
She grabs an orange pill bottle from the bathroom and brings it to him. He continues shaking more violently now. She joins him on the ground.
Take your iron pills, James. Come on, sit up.
Stop.
No, you need to take these, Blaine. James, please stop.
Stop!
James, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have told you. I love you so much, James. Please, I love you, and I should have told you. Please forgive me. I love you so much. Please.
Why would I believe you?
I'm so sorry. I should have told you.
Why would I believe you?
I love you so much. Please.
He jolts to his feet.
That's exactly what you said to him! You lied!
He becomes lost, dizzy, disoriented. But quickly, this time, it becomes too much. He topples to the ground unconscious.
James! No, James!
She freezes. She heads to his computer, deleting some tabs, then closing the screen. She clears some things from her phone, then jumps to his aid.
Okay, James. James, wake up, James.
He begins to drift away.
James, wake up, come on.
Mary? Oh, what happened? Oh, my head.
She runs from the bathroom and brings out a glass of water.
Take these.
Feeding him the pills.
You fainted. You didn't take your pills.
I fainted?
Yeah, you fainted. You didn't take your pills and you stood up too fast. Do you remember what you were doing?
Yeah, sure. I checked my computer for some reason, and then it gets all blurry. I don't know, did we fight? I remember screaming something.
Fight? No. What fight? You were just yelling up to Godfried is all.
Godfried.
Yeah, Godfried. Right. That old geezer, huh? We wouldn't fight. It's our wedding day. We love each other.
That's right. I married my wife today.
Do you love me?
I love you more than anything, Mary.
I love you too. Now get up and get into something more comfortable. Come on.
He hobbles away, holding his head.
Say, do you know a Chris X from anywhere?
Chris X? Doesn't sound familiar. Why?
No reason.
End of play.
Absolutely incredible, but Jayla, I really have to go to the bathroom.
Oh my god, me too. I was gonna say the same thing, but I don't. We're gonna look like bad hosts if we just leave. I don't.
What if we do intermission and then we can?
I see. Okay.
15 minutes, everyone.
Go, run, Pete.
Channel this energy into something else, like
trivia! Okay, let's get the ball.
Okay. So, as you might know, when you came in, you may or may not have written down your name on a slip of paper. We are going to pull from this bowl of slips of paper and call out a random audience member. If I say your name, raise your hand. We'll come over to you. We'll ask you trivia questions. If you win, you get a beautiful mug that has like the design from Tens on it.
And if you don't, you will get a dum-dum. Get it? Dum-dum?
Okay, let's begin.
Okay. First person we're going to question is Michael. I don't know how to say your last name.
challenges because of that. Which of the following was a feature of the first year that 10 by Teens went online? A, all of the plays were one-person shows. B, the plays were presented in black and white to give them a sense of nostalgia. Or C, the plays were all done live online.
Can I phone a friend?
Sure.
Yes.
C.
No.
When that will cry, but...
Hold on, see if you can guess it. Somebody can get it from the secret or left.
Okay. Jeff Bathico. A, when all the plays were one-person shows, or
so I don't know what they're doing, but hey guys.
Did I help? Did I give you a fright?
What?
Did I give you a fright?
Are you British? Why are you talking? Fright?
Fright
Fright
Fest
Fest.
by Addie Mycourt. Fright Fest by Addie Mycourt. Six Flags Great America. It's a cold Halloween night. On stage is a board with a map of the park, a trash can, and a bench. Lainey and Peter enter. Lainey is dressed in a brown bear onesie with slippers and a headband with flames off the top, while Peter is in jeans and a hoodie with sneakers.
I look stupid now.
You're telling me?
Peter.
Hey, how do you think I feel? It's Halloween and I'm the only one here without a costume. We can look stupid together.
Peter.
Hey, I'm kidding. I don't look stupid.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
I'm dressed in a bear onesie and fire on my head. It doesn't make sense if you aren't in your costume.
I wasn't gonna put on a dress and a flower crown just for no one to get the reference. Plus, it's like 30 degrees out. You couldn't pay me to put on a dress.
Well, now nobody will get the reference because you aren't even in your costume.
Lane, it's way too late to go all the way back home now and change.
It's fine. Whatever.
Okay. So I know last time there were some unfortunate circumstances with Goliath, but I was thinking that maybe if we didn't eat any food beforehand, maybe we...
There's no way. Peter, I'm traumatized from that day.
Come on, Lanes. What was that, like 7 months ago?
We don't talk about it.
Oh, sure, whatever you say.
Don't do that.
Do what?
You always do that thing where you'll say something right after I say something, and it's like, what I said has no relevance, and...
Okay, can I have that sentence written down?
Hey, I'm fully capable of forming my own sentences.
Oh, Lanes, where'd that come from? Take a minute.
Don't take a minute, me.
Oh, Laney, you're just riled up from the long drive. You're making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I just needed some food or something. What did you bring?
He begins rummaging through a backpack.
Hey, I have something that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, same. You go first, though.
We've known each other for a long time, and I realize we're best friends, which is why this has been so difficult for me. But I've been having feelings lately.
Lainey's phone rings. She looks at it and hangs it up.
Sorry. Your mom was there, and she, helped me a lot with everything.
The phone rings again.
Sorry, it's Lily.
You sure you don't want to get that?
She'll manage.
The phone rings once again.
Lily, I'm busy! Okay, but, pretty much what I'm trying to say is that...
No. I think I get where you're going with this.
I just don't want anything to change or for you to be uncomfortable.
Lainey, you and my mom's relationship is none of my business. It's fine.
Peter, come on. I've been feeling this way for a while, so...
Whoa.
Peter, stop it. I'm being serious. I know it's like a shock or whatever, but you're gonna leave for college anyway, so I figured...
Okay, me leaving after New Year's has nothing to do with this, and I need to have a serious
Wait, New
conversation
Year's?
with my mom. And hey, I know your last boyfriend was 2 months older than you, but I didn't know you were into cougars like that.
Wait, hold on.
But whatever floats your boat, man.
Peter, stop! What do you mean New Year's? Are you kidding me? When were you planning on telling me this?
What do you mean? Well, first you bang my mom, which apparently gives an alliance against me. I get that it's frustrating, but come on. You never even asked me.
Okay, wait. I think we need to backtrack. First of all, I did not sleep with Debbie and do not have plans to anytime in the near future. And clearly you need a lesson on reading the room because this whole bit you're doing, frankly, isn't funny. And no, I did not know that you were leaving early, and hey, I'm sorry that I never asked, but it's not like it was obvious.
Wait, so you were saying that...
I like you, Peter.
Wait.
If I have to say it a third time, Peter.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. For everything. I knew, and I thought it was gonna pass if I never asked you about it, and now, well, here we are, right? I knew, and I was gonna leave for college early, and I wasn't gonna tell you because I couldn't stand there to see your face, and I love you,
I love you too.
But not like that. I've known, Lanes.
And what, you just left me hanging because you couldn't bother letting me know?
No, it's not like that.
Really? Because right now it feels like you kind of like the attention.
Yes, but there's...
Oh my God, Peter, are you serious?
No, there's a but.
You really really don't think about anyone but yourself, do you?
Whoa, what's that supposed to mean?
Come on, Peter.
No, say it.
You couldn't even remember to bring your half of the costume. You grew up in a mansion. You're going to college for free, and Jesus, you got your own car when you got your permit.
It's not a mansion.
Excuse me?
It's not a mansion.
Peter, you have a living room and a family room.
What do you want me to do about that, huh?
I don't know. Maybe acknowledging the fact that you had everything handed to you on a golden glowing platter?
Silver?
Excuse me?
The phrase is silver platter.
Are you seriously correcting my rhetoric right now?
Oh, no, please continue criticizing me. I'm really loving this.
Can you please just take this seriously for once in your life? I get that humor helps you cope or whatever,
Well,
but...
stop psychoanalyzing me.
Whatever, it's fine. I'll go, don't worry about it.
Lainey, where are you gonna go, dude?
I'll just call Luke or something. I don't know. But I'll get home, too. Thanks for asking.
Luke?
What's your problem now?
You know my problem, Lainey.
What, are you worried he's gonna take me away from you?
He isn't good for you, Lanes.
Well, you don't get to decide what's good for me, Peter.
He's like obsessed with you. He's like madly in love.
Well, at least someone is.
Come on, Lanes.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, Lanes, wait a second now. Don't go.
He runs over to the bench and places the backpack on it, frantically searching through it.
Don't bother, Peter.
He pulls out a strand of carnival tickets.
No. Stay right here. I'm gonna be right back.
And he runs off, stage left.
Okay, yeah, just leave your shit here. That's fine.
She goes over to the bench and sits down, occasionally checking for him to come back as the lights dim. End of play.
Human Nature by Grace Simon. Lights up. There is a loud monkey noise. Cassidy stands downstage, stage left, staring into the monkey enclosure. She is dressed in business casual, but her outfit has pops of bright color, yellows and blues.
The wild gorilla the strong and ferocious gorilla. No, that's not it.
Graham enters stage right. He is also dressed in business casual.
The powerful gorilla swiftly makes its way towards its young kin. He picks him up roughly and throws him on his back.
He picks him up lovingly and carries him to his mother.
Excuse me?
Nothing. The mother tells her son that everything is going to be okay.
The mother scolds her son for playing while he should be learning to survive.
She tells him despite their current state of captivity, one day they will be free.
Little do they know, no matter how they spend their time, they will both die never having seen their natural habitat.
You know there are kids around? Maybe you should try to be a little more optimistic.
The sooner they hear the truth, the better. Santa isn't real!
You're disgusting.
You wound me.
You know, you're not getting this job.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No one wants another depressing nature documentary commentator. Our Planet was enough.
National Geographic doesn't want a fluff piece cast. They want to show people the truth.
Don't call me that. And I don't see what's wrong with making people happy. Nature is beautiful. Like, look at these gorillas. Okay. So maybe not that. But overall, nature is beautiful.
It's also gross and gruesome. That's reality.
Whatever. I don't even know what you're doing here. It's my ritual to come to zoos before an audition.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had the monopoly on zoos.
I don't have the monopoly. More like the Yahtzee or the Chutes and Ladders.
What?
You know what I mean. This is my thing.
Well, I am not stopping you. Go ahead.
Mother gorilla carries her... I can't do it when you're watching. It's stressing me out.
Oh, I am so sorry, Cassidy. I would never want to stress you out.
You know, I finally understand what they mean when they say don't date people in the industry. You're pathetic.
You know what's really pathetic? Breaking up with someone just to psych them out before an audition. I would say that's really pathetic.
Is that what you really think happened?
I don't see another way I could take it.
Okay, Grant.
Don't stop believing.
Hello? Oh, hey, it's good to hear from you. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'll see you soon, ma'am. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, but when the director of the project that you're auditioning for calls, you have to answer.
That was the director?
Yeah?
And they just happened to have the same custom ringtone as your mom?
Yeah?
Graham, what are you actually doing here? It can't just be to bother me, and this monkey exhibit smells like shit, so I'm sure it is not for fun.
I love this smell. It reminds me that nature is authentic, unlike some people.
For the love of God, I didn't end our 3-year relationship to get this job.
Then why, Cass?
Don't. Okay?
Cassidy crosses to sit on the bench.
Do you remember when we went to dinner last month? That crazy expensive Italian restaurant?
Yeah, my fettuccine alfredo was like $35.
Yeah, well, do you remember how I knew the waiter from high school?
Yeah?
We got coffee a few days later.
Oh my God,
then...
you cheated on me with the waiter? He wasn't even good looking. He had a goatee. Cass, come on.
No, I didn't. Can you at least let me finish?
Okay.
Graham sits down next to Cassidy on the bench.
We got coffee and we caught up. He told me how he has a wife and a toddler. He also wanted to be an actor. I mean, not a nature documentary commentator. There aren't that many people who are weird enough to want this, but an actor, movies and stuff. But he gave it all up to have a family. And he was actually so close to making it. Before the goatee, he was actually a pretty good-looking guy, and he was in the final 2 to play a sexy victim in the 8,000 Scream movie or something.
And that made you want to break up with me? Scream 8,000?
No, I decided I didn't want to have to make that decision. Career or relationship. And I mean, this audition, it's make or break stuff, you know, like only one of us can get the part, and then what happens to the other one?
So, you what? You like la-la landed me?
I mean, I guess so, I don't know.
You seriously think that we couldn't make it through whatever happens after this audition? Because I think we could.
That sounds pretty optimistic, coming from the guy who says that nature is gruesome and Santa isn't real.
Hell yeah, it is. I was optimistic about us.
Well, this is exactly what I didn't want to do.
Well, I think I deserve an explanation, and a conversation isn't necessary, but would be appreciated. You know, tip 20% if you enjoyed the last 3 years.
I did.
Well, I'm glad.
Relationships are a lot like nature.
Do not get philosophical right now.
No, hear me out. Relationships are beautiful, like how penguins mate for life, but relationships are also sad and brutal. I mean, think about how many things eat each other, and not to mention goddamn global warming and, oh yeah, the circle of life.
Cats, this is ridiculous.
Give me a break, I'm making this up on the spot. The circle of life. It's a circle, you know? Like, all things come to an end, but then they give way to new things. I think the end of our relationship was meant to give way to really good things in our careers.
But do those things have to go together? Uh-huh. The gorilla says goodbye.
The gorilla says goodbye. For now.
You know, maybe we could,
Sorry. My audition's in an hour. I have to go.
Good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Cassidy exits stage left. Lights fade. End of play.
But I'm a Superhero by Alicia Beale. The lights are off and there is a living room set up on the stage. You can see the outline of a woman, Darcy, age 42, sitting on the couch. Suddenly, her son Jack, 15, walks in wearing a bright blue and black costume with a huge J on his chest. Suddenly, Darcy turns on a lamp and a dim light illuminates the stage.
Where have you been? Do you know what time it is?
No.
It's almost 2. What makes you think it's okay to come home at 2 in the morning? And I know this isn't even the first time.
Mom, I promise. I can explain.
Okay, what's your excuse?
I was out with friends. That's what I was doing.
Oh yeah? Which friends?
Luke and Alex. Yeah, you know, my bros.
Okay, so if I called their moms right now, would they tell me that their sons also came home at this ridiculous time too? Or would they say that their sons are sleeping comfortably in their rooms? Or would they even answer the phone? Because they don't have to stay up hours worrying and waiting for their son to come home.
Mom, I promise. I have good reason to be out this late. Trust me.
Trust you? How do you possibly expect me to trust you after this?
I would tell you, but I can't. Because it's a secret.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a secret. My bad. All is forgiven.
Mom.
I don't care what it is. You're grounded.
What? No, you can't ground me.
Of course I can. It was one of the powers I was graced with when I became your mother. What are you wearing? You look ridiculous.
What do you mean? It's cool.
Oh, come on, Jack. What are you doing? I know what you've been up to. Sneaking out late at night, going around doing God knows what, because you think you're some kind of superhero.
What? No, Mom. You're crazy. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Don't lie to your mother.
You got it all wrong.
Jack, seriously.
I would never do that.
I'm not stupid, Jack.
How did you know?
Well, maybe it's the silly costume you're wearing, the concerning phone calls I've gotten for neighbors, or the bug bite incident.
Fine, you might have got me.
Might have.
Okay, I guess you caught me. But listen, it's very important that you don't tell anyone.
Oh, don't worry about that. I just hope the moms in my Facebook group don't get a hold of this. They would never get the end of it.
Thank you, thank you. It's very important that my secret identity doesn't get revealed.
Your secret identity?
Yes, no one can know.
Well, I agree on that, but I don't think for the same reason. You don't seriously think you're going to continue doing this?
Yeah, I have to.
You have to.
Yes.
You don't have to, and you're not going to.
You don't understand, Mom. I have to save the city.
Save the city? Do you hear yourself? I know I didn't raise an idiot for a son.
I'm not an idiot. I'm a superhero, and it's my duty as a superhero to save the city.
Superhero Jack, what are you talking about? You're a 15-year-old boy. It's not your duty to save the city. It's your duty to go to school or do your chores.
Mom, no, you don't get it.
Don't get what? What are your qualifications to be a superhero? I can't think of any superhero that runs a 15-minute mile.
No. I told you I got bit by a radioactive bug.
Honey, a cockroach in your biology class does not count as radioactive.
It was, though. I accidentally spilled chemicals from the chemistry class on it, and it bit me.
I don't think anything from your high school can give you superpowers.
I can feel the power surging through me.
What powers do you even get from a cockroach?
I don't know, but I know they're there. I just have to unlock it. Maybe if I had a mom who supported me, I would have found them by now.
Tell me what kind of mother would let her teenage kids stay up the whole night getting into dangerous situations?
A mother who supports her son and realizes that she sometimes has to let him branch off and do his own things.
I mean, do you know what could happen to you?
I do, but I'm always careful.
Obviously you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be out there. You would be here in your home where it's safe and where you should be. You better be thanking God that so far nothing bad has happened to you yet.
Mom, you're being so unfair right now.
Unfair? Unfair is making you come home at 11 on New Year's. Unfair is saying, because I said so. Making sure your child is safe is not unfair. It's being a good parent.
Mom,
No, because I've had enough. You're not allowed to do this anymore.
What? No, you can't.
Yes, I can, and I will. I'm your mother.
You can't stop me.
Watch me. You're no longer allowed to be out late. Your curfew is 9. You better be through that door and back into this house by 9, and you're not allowed to leave after.
No, I'll sneak out if I have to.
How?
The window.
We live on the 4th floor. What are you gonna do? Use your magical superpowers to fly down? That's what I thought.
No, Mom, I need to do this. I need to use my powers for good. Who else is gonna save the city?
The police? It's their literal job, and they're who I will be calling next time you stay out this late.
You know, sometimes I wish you would believe in me, Mom.
Of course, I believe in you, but do you actually think you compare to grown men who are armed and have had years of training? Who do you think is more equipped to handle actual crimes?
That's why I have to go out and gain experience. Learn how to use my powers.
You can't learn to use something you don't have.
Mom!
No, I've had enough, Jack. Go to your room. I can't listen to your delusions anymore.
But...
Now go. And take off that ridiculous costume.
End of play.
Last Judgment by Patrick McCarty. The stage is blank and lit only by a bright spotlight on center stage. Adam is standing upstage at the spotlight, barely visible.
Hello? Can anybody help me? I think that I'm
My son, approach the light of God. Stand in the light. Adam Joseph Gabriel, you stand for your last judgment. Account for your sins before God.
Sins? Jesus Christ, that's bright. So, when you say account for my sins, am I listing these on like an individual basis, or can I sort of just summarize the first couple of decades?
Tell me this. Do you believe you are fit to enter the kingdom of heaven?
Well, I guess so. I mean, I'm a pretty good guy, if that's what you're
Am
talking
I
about.
to confer the eternal bliss of my kingdom to those who are merely pretty good?
I mean, I haven't done anything hugely bad, have I? Have I?
You know what I'm about to say.
No, I can't say that I...
Atheist!
Oh. Right.
All people have a chance at forgiveness. The offer was open for your entire life, and you never took it. All you had to do was believe in me, and you would be saved. But you rejected me, Adam.
For what it's worth, Lord, I believe in you now.
Fool! Your faith is too little too late, and now you face the consequences. Prepare yourself, Adam, for an eternity in hell!
Adam closes his eyes and braces himself as best he can against such profound uncertainty. He waits. And waits. And waits a little bit more. He then opens his eyes and looks up.
Not that I'm endorsing this action in any way, but why haven't you done it yet?
I don't know.
You what? You don't know? Aren't you God? Don't you know, everything?
Yes, I'm God, but no, I don't know everything. It's complicated. Okay, this spotlight trick is getting old. I'm putting on a body. Just hang on.
The spotlight fades out as lights come up on the rest of the stage. Adam sits on the edge of the stage and whistles a hymn absent-mindedly. After a moment, God enters from stage right. She begins her line before she's entirely on
Here's
stage.
an age-old question. Can God make a rock so heavy that he himself cannot lift it? I can. You were wondering about that. Also, the egg came before the chicken. Okay, now every time, you're going to be all surprised and stuff, because every time I do this, they're all like, holy crap, you're a girl! I'm God! Damn it, I'm whatever I want to be.
So,
Chalk it up to random chance. Every couple billion judgments, I decide to get all personal and have a sit-down with whoever it is I'm condemning to hell. Answered your question before you asked it. You keep anticipating what you're going to say.
Yeah,
and it's making the conversation non-linear, which you, as a human, have difficulty understanding. 42!
Please!
You want me to stop that?
Yeah.
I know you do.
Listen, God.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't understand why my not believing in you means I have to burn in hell for all eternity.
You're still on that? Adam, kid, you had your chance back when you were living. At this point, there's nothing you can do. Your getting sent to hell is a foregone conclusion.
But...
Argue all you like, but keep in mind I've heard it all before.
But...
There are billions of people who don't believe in me, Adam, and they generally try and make some last desperate attempt at salvation. Trust me, you're going to hell.
Then why are you doing this at all?
I told you. I don't know.
But you know
everything.
Gee, an hour ago, you didn't even think that I existed, and now you're convinced that I know everything.
I don't understand.
I'll explain it to you.
He turns around and grabs 2 chairs.
But in a roundabout sort of way.
She brings the 2 chairs center stage. She sits in the stage left one and offers the stage right to Adam.
Sit! I've decided that we'll talk for a bit before your damnation.
God, in a few minutes, I'm going to start an eternity of torment. I know you're trying to be nice, but do you have any idea how this feels?
There is a lot you don't understand. We'll get there. Don't worry, but first, tell me how you died.
Don't you know?
Yes, but you really should stop assuming stuff like that.
All right. I had gone out for lunch and was on my way back to work, and I bent down to pick up a penny and saw that it had been minted the year I was born. I remember thinking, all right, a lucky... And then everything sort of went dark.
A bank safe hit you on the head.
What?
That's what killed you. There was a safe sitting on a counter in an office like 10 floors above you, and someone opened a window and knocked the safe out, and it killed you.
I don't see how this is so funny to you.
Do you want to know who the safe belonged to?
Not particularly.
An actuary!
What?
It's funny because an actuary calculates when people are gonna die, and then he's
I know what an actuary does, and I can see the irony. You just have an awful sense of humor.
That's God's truth. Oh, cheer up!
Cheer up? We're discussing the circumstances of my death, and I'm about to get sent to hell. How can I possibly cheer up?
The random nature of life. It's sort of funny if you think about it.
Forgive me for finding things less funny than you, seeing as I'm under the looming threat of hellfire.
No! Wrong! You kept asking why I'm talking to you, and I said I don't know, and you didn't understand it. The answer is randomness.
I don't get it.
Okay, I'm all-powerful. With me so far?
Yeah.
But if I actually controlled everything, the universe would be boring because I'd already know what was going to happen. So I've limited my own omniscience. But I can't just let everyone run amok, right? I need something to enforce the rules.
Is that what hell is for?
Right. People can break the rules, which leads to unpredictability, but you know, they go to hell, and which keeps people from going overboard. Plus, you could avoid hell as long as you believed in me.
So we're right back where we started?
We're right back where you started, you mean. But do you understand now?
Not really. Why is it that believing in you is the one get-out-of-hell-free card?
You thought it would be an easy one. Gosh, I believe in me.
But you don't have to do this. You don't have to send me to hell just because I didn't believe in you. You're God. You make the rules.
But I limited my own power. Isn't this getting through to you?
You're still omnipotent. You can unlimit it.
All right. Let me see if I can explain this with a metaphor. The universe is like a big math problem. No, I hate math. The universe is like a spelling bee? No, you know what? You're going to hell. I don't need to explain myself to you.
You created me.
Well, your parents helped, but yeah.
So, you knew that I would be an atheist.
No, aren't you understanding me? There's stuff I choose not to know, power I choose not to use. Free will is a beautiful, delicate thing, and if I make myself too powerful, it stops working. Cooking!
What?
I thought of a good metaphor. The universe is like cooking. Okay, now go to hell.
Purgatory! Can I go to purgatory? I mean, the whole atheism thing isn't all that bad in the grand scheme of sins. Can I spend some time? Well, any amount of time, as long as it's finite, would be better than hell, really.
You know a lot about religion for an atheist.
I was raised Catholic. Well, sort of Catholic. You know, like Christmas and Easter Catholic. But for a while, I made an effort to learn more about my religion. And that's actually when it all fell apart.
Why?
You're so insane! I mean, that was my false impression of... No, You know what? I'm just gonna say this, since I guess I can't make my situation any worse. 1 minute you're all, God loves all his children, prodigal son, forgiveness, blah, blah, blah. And the next you're all, one dirty thought and I'll melt your eyeballs.
Yeah, I should talk to the PR department about that one.
So can I go to purgatory instead of hell?
Adam, an atheist, asking to go to purgatory is sort of like a kid who's about to fail a class asking the teacher for extra credit. There's no way you can pull yourself out of the hole at this point. Sorry, that wasn't my best metaphor, but that's basically the situation for you.
But atheism didn't make me immoral. I was still a decent person. Aren't humans basically good? Could have just said no.
Sorry. Where on earth did you get the idea that humans are basically good? Humans are basically apes that I made like super intelligent because I was bored. Basically good. That's a good one. You know, there's a heck of a lot I can forgive, but if people don't believe in some sort of spiritual force for good, then they're really not striving toward any kind of moral perfection. They just sort of blunder around thinking they're doing sort of okay morally.
That's ridiculous. Atheists can be perfectly good people. Whatever happened to common decency and respect for fellow humans and all that?
I wonder that every time I look at what's happening on Earth.
But...
Please, just stop. It's time for you to go.
All right. This is stupid, but...
What are you gonna do? Get into a fist fight with God? I can smite you. Okay, smite? No amount of fisticuffs can beat a good smiting.
Well, maybe, but there's no way I'm going to the lake of fire without a good fight.
Lake of fire? Wait, Adam, what do you think hell is like?
I don't know. Fire and brimstone? Eternal torment?
Geez, I really need to talk to the PR department. Yeah, no, it's not that bad.
What?
The punishment of hell is in eternity without me, which to religious types is pretty awful, but honestly, that's what you thought the universe was like all along.
Really?
I've got to warn you, though, there are some world-class jerks down there for, obvious reasons. But once you, learn to deal with them, you'll probably be all right.
Well, all right. Are you going to, I don't know, open the secret trapdoor to hell now?
I could, or you could just take the stairs. They're, over there, down the hall, to the left. Can't miss them.
Wait. What if you're lying to me? What if there really is an eternity of pain and stuff down there, and you're just telling me it's not that bad, so I'll go there willingly?
I don't need you to go there willingly. I can send you there pretty easily, but I want you to go willingly.
Why?
I don't know. Wait. Yes, I do, but I won't tell you.
Well, all right. After this crazy little talk, going to a world without you doesn't sound so bad. Bye then.
God stares off stage left, trying to see Adam. She can't. After a moment, she picks up the folding chairs and exits off stage right, slowly. Lights dim as the spotlight comes back on.
Okay, next.
End of play.
Okay, before we present the last show of tonight, Sparrow, I have a confession to make.
Yeah?
I think I want to get rid of this whole MC acting thing. I'm over it.
Oh.
I think I should run for president. Give me on the $20 bill. Remove whatever that guy is.
Yeah, who is on the $20 bill?
I think it's Andrew Jackson or something.
Isn't Andrew Jackson part of this next play?
Oh, yeah.
Presidential Park by Lola Podolner.
Presidential Park by Lola Podolner. lights up on a beige concrete path of a zoo on a sweltering summer day with a large sign presenting the words, Presidential Park, and a black and red banner reading, America rules the world. Discovered upon the path is Ted, a 50-year-old man adorned in Navy maintenance clothing and a sunbird with an impressive amount of sweat. A parent passes by with a stroller.
Hey, you.
That's Sydney. She's just entered. She's in her early 20s and dressed like she bought her zookeeper outfit from Banana Republic.
Oh, Sydney.
Is there a problem?
No problem.
Where are you running from?
Oh, just maintenance.
Running from maintenance.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, don't run off again. Catch your breath.
No need. I just gotta keep working.
Ted, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We have a bit of a situation.
What kind situation of situation? Woo, is it hot in here?
A child with a balloon skips on stage.
I love presidents! And judiciaries! And congressmen! Boy, do I love congressmen!
Ted, you know what's funny? I clocked in today, and I couldn't help but notice that a certain attraction of ours had its cage doors wide open. And not only was the door wide open, there wasn't a single living thing inside.
Did you?
Andrew Jackson has escaped his cage.
All right.
Where is Andrew Jackson, Ted? Ted?
Okay, listen.
Did you leave Andrew Jackson's tank open?
Sydney, listen to me. No, you have to listen to me. I came in today and the cage was already open.
Save it for our boss.
No, listen. Andrew Jackson is running around here somewhere. Give me 10 minutes to find him, tops.
Running around here somewhere. Do you realize how dangerous that is?
He's an old-ass president. It can't...
Show some respect.
I'm sorry. He's slow, you know? It's not like they've revived...
Retrieved frog DNA and combined it with frog DNA.
Sure, retrieved a T-Rex or something. This is just Presidential Park. It's not like we have a dinosaur running around.
Why would they use DNA found in the Library of Congress to revive dinosaurs and not past members of the United States government?
Yeah, right. So I'll find Andrew Jackson myself and bring him back before anyone notices.
Ted, our park is open. There are people, kids around. In 30 minutes, cars will pile in and this place will be packed.
So we'll find him beforehand.
Sydney,
you have to help me.
Actually, I do not.
I'll lose my job.
You lost the 7th president first. I think that's worse.
You'll lose your job. You're the one who's supposed to be in charge of him.
It's not my fault he escaped.
A Supreme Court member enters the stage. Bird-like.
Yeah, it's not mine either. Do you think our boss cares? Sydney, please, I've got mouths to feed.
Ted, I'm sorry, but I am not...
Overturn! Roe v. Wade! Overturn! Is that?
A Supreme Court member got out of their enclosure too?
Are the other 8 still in there?
No. Did you leave that door open too?
I told you I didn't leave anything.
Shoot. Okay, you get back in there.
Sydney pushes the Supreme Court member off stage.
Harvard and SSA versus UNC. Overturn!
A zoogoer enters.
We're still missing the other 8.
And that's your fault.
No.
If it's my fault Andrew Jackson is gone, it's your fault the others are. Sydney, please just help me find them.
Well, where have you checked?
The zoogoer shrugs and walks off.
All around the executive part of the zoo.
Is he in the Arctic exhibit with William Henry Harrison?
I checked there first, nowhere.
All right. Here's a map of the zoo. Okay, so we're here in the judiciary next to the Supreme Court enclosure. I figure the other members haven't run very far. They're very slow.
They'll be moving even slower once they reach the legislative branch.
So we'll start here.
I'll check the appellate court touch tanks.
So,
I'm J.D. Rockefeller.
Ah! Is that
J.D. Rockefeller?
I'm J.D. Rockefeller. He is part of Presidential Park? Why?
I'm J.D. Rockefeller. Grab him.
Okay, so we'll put him back in... What branch does he go in?
It could really be any of the 3.
What's that sound?
It's a flock of congressmen. Look up.
No, come back. I'm a corporation and I have money. Soft money, no federal regulations.
Filibuster?
Yes, and I can lobby. No, listen to me. Standard Oil.
J.D. Rockefeller punches Sydney and runs off. Ted A zoogoer runs on stage.
Andrew Jackson is running around the park! What? Where? Right over there! And so is Dick Cheney and the 1844 presidential cabinet!
Where is he?
Oh, this is worse than the Panic of 1893, and the Panic of 1873, and the Panic of 1877, and the Panic of 1789!
Andrew Jackson meanders on stage, goat-like, and starts pawing at Sydney.
Jackson? No! Down! Bad boy!
Sydney pulls out a spray bottle and sprays it at Andrew Jackson.
How do you get out of the petting zoo, Andrew Jackson? Shoot! How is everyone running wild?
The enclosures break sometimes. You just have to wrangle them back in.
How often is sometimes?
Every 4 years or so.
Every 4 years?
It's usually not this bad.
Why does it happen at all?
I don't know.
How long have you worked here?
Maybe 30 years.
And you still let this happen?
Please don't act like this is my fault. It's not my fault that the doors they installed are easy to escape.
You're a worker here. You get to vote on their policies almost every year. You've had 30 years to vote for, I don't know, doors that aren't easy to escape. You have no right to blame the bad locks when you voted for them.
You worked here for what, 2 years?
3.
Right. This is just how things work, Sydney.
But it's not fair. Can't you see that? Yes, I just started working here, so I didn't choose to build the park like this. I didn't. I wasn't the one who voted for bad doors. Why do I have to be the one who has to deal with all this?
It's not fair. It's not fair that we have to deal with these politicians shit. Isn't it your first day on Earth? Obviously, this isn't fair. Yeah, I voted. It's not like I voted for any of this either. I want to live. And I promise you, either way, this is the life you get. If John Marshall tries to claw out Thomas Jefferson's eyes, you clean up their fight. If before you clock out, Carnegie and Rockefeller shit in their enclosure, you'll deal with that. And if Andrew Jackson escapes, you wrangle him back because you still need clothes on your back and food on your table.
Why? Why can't we change it? Do you hear yourself? You wouldn't have to deal with that if you, I don't know, rebuild the foundation instead of being worried about being fired for the problem. No!
Rebuild all the presidential park? Is that what you want?
Well, maybe not from the ground.
What? What do you want then? Don't whine. Don't get mad at me for not doing what you can't. I just want to keep my job.
I just want to...
What? What's your big message? Yeah, clearly things are shitty. They've always been.
Yes, but it's not fair.
I know. Are you going to fix it?
I don't know.
Good job. You found a problem. Are you going to fix it?
I don't
know. Or are you going to live another day? Or are you just going to sit there instead of helping?
I don't know.
Because if you let life overwhelm you, it's just going to eat you alive.
I don't know.
You'll get eaten alive.
I don't know.
What do you think you could possibly do to fix Presidential Park?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Shh. Listen.
Oh no. Uncle Sam!
A Jurassic screech is heard. Uncle Sam bounds on the stage, star-spangled top hat on head, and patriotically red bow tie around his neck.
Arr! War!
He opens his mouth, and in one American moment, eats Sydney and Ted. Uncle Sam roars triumphantly as he grabs the black and red banner and, like Washington crossing the Delaware, lets it fly. America rules the world. End of play.
Can we get one more round of applause for all the shows we've seen tonight?
Thank you so much for letting us be your host this evening. Now we want to introduce our producer, Mr. Keller.
Please, all the company, please stand up and take a bow. If you directed any of these plays, please stand up and take a bow. If you hosted this evening, would you please stand up and take a bow? I would like to introduce as many of the writers as are here. Aiden Dill, are you in the room? Aiden Dill wrote Monkey Business. Going on 30. Tarantulas by Michaela Kalman. Brendan Blaber is somewhere creating Jello Apocalypse on YouTube and making more money than most of us in this room. Newlyweds is by Maddox McDonald. Fest is by Addie Mycor. Human Nature is by Grace Simmons. But I'm a Superhero is by Alicia Beale. Last Judgment is by Patrick McCarty, who just found out yesterday his plays was being produced. Finally, the main person in the world I know who ever could have conceived presidential art is Lola Badal.